Did you know, random thing of the day, so Kate mentioned this to me earlier, when I mentioned that cornflakes, I had cornflakes for breakfast, basically. And she was like, did you know that cornflakes were invented as like an anti-masturbatory breakfast cereal? And I was like, are you what?
Say that again.
What does that mean?
Eh?
So the guy who invented cornflakes, Mr. Kellogg or whatever, whoever it was, invented them as a way to stop people knocking one out.
What?
Why?
And weirdly, I was like, that's a load of bullshit. But she Googled it and it was the first thing that come up.
Yeah, but is that like someone's just started a rumor and everyone's gone with it? So now it's kind of like,
who knows? But it's like, I was like, I'm surely someone would have mentioned this to me before that.
yeah.
I don't understand how that stops you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get
If anything, it just makes you want to do it even more.
Yeah, I'm going to try it in school tomorrow at breakfast. Don't shout at me, I'm doing an experiment, so leave me alone.
I've just Googled cornflakes masturbate.
Yeah. What is it saying?
Cornflakes were once meant to stop people masturbating.
See?
Bizarre.
He staunchly believed in celibacy and that sex was unhealthy and immoral.
Who, Mr. Kellogg?
Mr. Kellogg did, yeah.
What a sado.
Yeah.
What a sad little man.
It was originally created to prevent... What? That's nuts.
Isn't it?
Right, we're kicking off the podcast with this. Right, so if you're listening to this...
Mr. Kellogg.
I know you probably tune in to listen to us talk about football, but why not Google cornflakes and masturbation?
Good name for a band.
Great name for a band. That's so random. Right. Okay. No, I didn't know that, mate.
Well, there you go. There you go. Thought I'd kick you off with a nugget of knowledge for the day.
Hello and welcome to the Football Humans. We are back on Zoom.
Lovely little burp there as he's doing the introduction round.
Yeah, just burping our way through the introduction, John.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, whatever. But I mean, the pubs aren't open. We're in lockdown. But good bit of news today. Is it a good bit of news? We're going to kick off with fans are apparently going to be allowed back into sporting events. So the maximum of 4,000 people, if you're on like a low risk tier, are going to be allowed into stadiums. Do we think that's
I've not heard this.
a bad thing?
Yeah, it's
It
just
was
quite
reported today on BBC News.
All right. Well, yeah, it's good.
Doing it
Yeah,
now.
it's a good thing. Need the fans back as soon as possible, man.
Is it a good thing though? Because we're gonna hear through the TV, like all the fan, like a weird crowd now.
Oh, no, that's just made me even more excited for it because you're going to hear individual voices shouting shit. It's going to be brilliant.
I know. I agree with that.
Although, or quite annoying because because I remember being at games and you just hear one guy sprouting shit about who's got a vendetta against a certain player. It's just like, look, never track it back until they score. And it's like, told you he'd score. It's like, did you fuck? We've all heard you. So I'd quite happily listen to that.
No, I think if it's 4,000 people or something they're saying, I don't think we'll hear individual voices too much. I wouldn't have thought. But
It would be nice to hear the atmosphere, wouldn't it? But
yeah.
it's a step in the right direction, eh?
Because the other one, the one they do on the screen is just delayed. Like if you're not watching properly, you can hear it go. You run in and the ball's gone miles past the post.
I know that's
what
that is true. I've noticed that as well.
Yeah, and then we're picking up things. Did you watch the City game?
Yeah.
Saturday when Kevin De Bruyne is just like shouting right by the microphone, like, "Look at the fucking line!"
Yeah.
I remember that, but I didn't realise it was him until they said after. It sounded just like an English bloke. It sounded like a fan.
Well, he does sound quite English.
Yeah,
Does he? Yeah, he must do.
Yeah, he's got a weird, like, one of them sort of Solskjaer sort of accents where you're like, where's he from? Like,
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good thing. And I remembered before we started, because it's been like a week, we haven't had a chance to say congratulations on Scotland getting through.
Of course. Yes. Do you know what? This is the first time I'm going on record of saying that I actually supported Scotland in a game of football. Like,
I did for sure.
I genuinely, I got sucked in. I was like, come on, you can do this. Come on, like properly.
I've got to say, apart from like a major tournament, it's the most invested I think I've been in an international game, period.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I really was invested. I'm so happy that you got through, genuinely. Like, you can see the reaction.
I think it's after the game they won for the Euros, it was back to the Nations League 2 games after that, away to Slovakia and away to Israel. Yeah. So they just needed 3 points out of 2 games to win the group and then be promoted in the Section A. So for the draw for the groups next time, we would be in with like England and Belgium and France and stuff. So you know how it works anyway. But they got beat by Slovakia away and they got beat by Israel away. So it's just typical Scotland. It's like you take 10 steps forward and then 20 steps back. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, but I mean, I know you're not going to be in that and playing against the better teams, but at least you're in a proper tournament.
I know, at least we're at the Euros. That was the main thing. I mean, that is the main thing.
And it's a bit of, that must have been their target, you know what I mean? Get to the tournament. And then it is a bit of like, what's that phrase after the Lord Mayor's Parade or whatever? I don't know why I'm using phrases. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they've reached their target. Yeah. And then, they've just taken their eye off the ball then.
They have. I mean, they're all having a few beers. I mean, this was on the Thursday night.
Getting bevied up.
Well, they were, because we showed you a party after when they're all drinking and stuff. But this was in Serbia on Thursday night, and then they were playing Slovakia on the Sunday.
Mate, I was worried. I was worried they were going to do Andy Robertson in. We needed him against Leicester. I was like, don't let him play again. We've got no back line.
Tell me, I mean, Ben Chilwell got taken off in the first England game with a back injury. He got named in the second game. I was like, what the fuck? And in there, just like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But
no, I know.
Did you see who was? I think it was Ryan Christie. His interview afterwards.
He was crying. Yeah.
Oh, it was great, man. It was so heartfelt.
That's how I knew I was invested, because I had that running, watching all of the post-match kind of stuff. What did you watch it on? I think I watched it on Sky Pick or something, and it was like...
it was on Pick. Yeah, it was on Pick.
Yeah. Stephen Fletcher, wasn't it? Is it Stephen Fletcher?
Darren Fletcher.
Darren Fletcher, that was it. So it was Darren Fletcher, and you could see him getting choked up and stuff. I was like, oh. Yeah,
it's massive. Yeah. It is massive for anyone from Scotland to be in that situation.
It's since '98, and funnily enough, I was just looking at the squad from '98 before.
I can tell you the team that played against Brazil.
All right, go on then.
Have you got it there?
Well, I've got the squad, not the team.
It was Jim Leighton in goal.
Yeah.
It was left.
I'm just saying, if they're in the squad, I'm just going to say, yeah.
Fucking hell. I should have spoken to Colin Hendry.
Colin
Calderwood, Craig Burley, Tosh McKinley. John Collins, Darren Jackson, Gordon Jury,
Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson wasn't in it, mate.
Oh no, it was Jermaine Jackson. That was Jermaine. That was Darren Jackson.
Oh yeah, he was there. What showed to me that it was old was the fact that Gordon Jury's in the squad.
I know.
But the weird thing is, I mean, obviously this shows that because I'm older, my time is getting lost. But he was only 33 when he played. I expected him to be way older than that.
I know.
Mental.
Yeah.
And Kevin
he played
Gallagher.
For Chelsea in the late 80s, eh? It was late 80s he was at Chelsea, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I always, because he's one of them guys that always looked like he had an old face. Well, he had an old face. Yeah. He always looked old. Do you know what I mean?
He does. I mean, you can never imagine him looking young. Eh? He just did have an old face all the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's just sort of like, you know, he was already sort of like 40 when he was 18. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I totally agree with that. But yeah, it's massive. But what I was going to say on that as well, it's massive for like obviously the country watching the games year after year, then failure year after year. But the players traveling around the world constantly, they're playing. It must be a great being a footballer, but training all day every day, games at weekend, strict diet, strict everything, and then as soon as you get a bit of time off, you're flying to God knows where in Europe to play for Scotland, and it means nothing because you're constantly falling at the last hurdle, not making the tournaments, watching the tournaments, everyone else is there but you, and you've finally done it. It's like, thank fuck. Do you know what I mean? I've travelled from Serbia to Slovakia to Israel within 5 days. Do you know what I mean? And now at least...
Yeah, I know, yeah. Would you say there's been, since 98, there's been better teams that haven't made major tournaments?
Yeah, there has been.
Specifically a good team?
No, they were so unlucky. There was a couple of times, like kind of 2007 to 2006 to 2008, where they finished second in the group in the playoff. The final playoff was they got beat. One was against Holland, a good Holland team. Another one was against France, I think. So they're really unlucky. They just kind of got beat by these teams to not make it. But it was really hard games to get there. But that's when you had guys like Darren Fletcher, James McFadden, and stuff like that. To be fair, it wasn't a great team. I mean, but it's hard to say. I mean, it was a good team. Scott Brown, Barry Ferguson, Darren Fletcher in the midfield, James McFadden up front. Who else?
Well, Lee Griffiths must have been playing, was he? Because he was still playing the other night as well.
Lee Griffiths?
Yeah, was it him that took a penalty? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah, but he wasn't in the team like 10 years ago, though.
Was he not? I feel like he's been in that Scotland squad for years, man.
Nah.
Fair enough.
No, I mean, who could have been there that time? I mean, I can't think now.
Were you nervous watching the penalties, John?
Well, I was, but I was in total shock anyway. I mean, the game was finished. I mean, what happened was, I mean, do you obviously watch the game? And Scotland made their substitutions 5 minutes to go and brought on like a defender, and then Callum Patterson, who's just a big lump, but he wins everything there. So it's like they took off like Ryan Christie and John McGinn and stuff like that. And
I came in late, and they were talking about substitutions, and they weren't talking about them in a positive light. Basically, it was like
Oliver McBurney, because he took off Lyndon Dykes, who plays for QPR now, and brought on McBurney. And I mean, he's just not favoured at all with Scotland fans. I mean, he's maybe not a bad lad, but he runs about with socks in his ankles, thinks he's the bee's knees, but he doesn't. He's a lazy git, and he misses chance after chance. So then they scored out of nowhere. It was the last kick of the ball. They equalised. I mean, the game was over, and it was
how devastated were you when that happened?
Oh, I just put my jumper over my face for a minute because I knew. I'm even now. I'm like, I knew they were going to get beaten extra time. I was like, it'll finish 3 or 4-1. Because
it's so funny though, because every like Scotland supporter, or like even in the studio when you watched it up, they were like, typical Scotland. It's typical Scotland.
Totally. I mean, just
dominated the game as well. Like.
Yeah, and they were solid. They were completely solid the whole game. And then last kick of the ball, corner comes in, and McTominay doesn't mark the guy. The guy's just on his own. McTominay's standing watching him. It's like you just need 5 more seconds of concentration. It's like no, I'm done now. I've done it now. So I couldn't believe they didn't get beat. And then the penalties came, and I thought the guys that stepped up. I mean, you could just see it, and would be more heartbreak for Scotland. But McBurney steps up. I'm like, this is going fucking rose ed. But to be fair to everyone took the penalty as well.
It took them well, yeah. I've got to say, I did not think they'd come through that penalty shootout.
No.
You know when you get a feeling for every player as they walk forward?
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, he's going to miss. I was getting that for every Scottish player that walked forward. Yeah, but then, I think you've got a lot of thanking to do towards Scott Parker and the Fulham training team, because Fulham have got the worst penalty takers in the world. I know. Mitrovic's penalty was garbage. It was absolute
Fulham obviously penalties, and Mitrovic, I forgot if he plays for Fulham as well.
Well, that's why he's not taking the penalties, because he missed them at Fulham too. So when he came up, I was like, he can't miss another one, surely. But he has.
But they were saying that in the studio. That's just typical him. Like he's obviously not maybe very popular, and they're like, he's obviously saying, "I'll take the last penalty to be the hero," because he thinks he's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Goes up and fucking misses. Good on David Marshall as well. I had a feeling he'd save at least one. He's a good keeper, David Marshall. So
wasn't it harsh for him to like do that save think, I've made that save. We're going through on the last penalty, but his first instinct is to check with the referee on VAR.
Yeah. Well, you've got to now, haven't you? You've got to. And that would have been horrendous if they had to retake it.
Could
that
you
would
imagine?
Have been,
Could you
it would have been shocking.
But I mean, it's like that, the video they sent from the MLS of the guy coming off his line and getting sent off.
And then it gets sent off.
But the thing is, with all these coming off the line, I'm not surprised David Marshall looked over and was like, "Oh shit, is that?" But you're right, Wragg. It's like it ruins it. It does ruin it.
Yeah, but his whole team are running towards him. Can you imagine the whole team running towards him? He checks with the referee, and the referee just goes, "Yeah, we're gonna have to retake it. Sorry."
I know.
You got your really, get back, lads. Come on.
Well, that MLS one is well funny. Is in that playoffs. With your Orlando City manager, he runs all the way to the changing room. Someone has to go and get him.
I know.
It's not over.
They walk in, he's got champagne, he's like,
he walks back out soaking.
Yeah, I know, pissed.
Just for anyone that's not seen this, do you want to explain what we're talking about? John, you sent a link to a penalty shootout in
Yeah, it was on Twitter, but you can get it on YouTube as well. Just Orlando City versus New York City penalty shootout. I don't know what it was for.
It's in the playoffs, it was.
The playoffs, is it right? And then, so Orlando step up for the final penalty. Oh, no, was it New York? Yeah, Orlando. Anyway, the keeper saves it. Everyone starts celebrating and going mad. The manager runs into the changing room. But then the referee, obviously, VAR have checked it, and his foot wasn't on the line. It was very close. It was very harsh. But his foot wasn't on the line, the keeper's foot. So they had to retake the penalty after all that palaver. But then because the keeper come off his line, it was a second yellow card apparently. So they sent the keeper off.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Is that ever been a thing of getting a booking for coming off your lines?
No, I mean, what? I don't understand these rules. It was embarrassing. What's wrong with this referee?
That referee did not have a clue, and then also, like, the referee didn't really bring them up when they bought the tried to bring the substitute keeper on.
Yeah, so they bring on the
substitute keeper. Like he was talking to someone, getting confused. Everyone was so confused.
Yeah, so then that's right. The substitute keeper comes on. The guy's going to take the penalty again, but then they realise that they've already used all their subs, so the keeper can't come on. So he goes back off again, and then one of the players goes in goal, lets it in, and then Orlando take another penalty, and then New York take another penalty and miss it. So Orlando do go through in the end. It's an absolute palaver. I mean, it's just
it was such a shambles.
I was watching. I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" It was embarrassing.
I've just Googled it because it's a rule that I've never heard of. And in Euro 2016, goalkeepers who move forward from off their line when a penalty is taken must be given a yellow card, and the spot kit retaken during the shootout.
It's surely not only a yellow card if he's deliberately done it. He's just come off his line and just
and that's from Kalina. Do you remember Kalina?
Luigi Kalina,
yeah. Of course. That's an article.
But the thing is, when you look at it in a replay, you're like, he must have been miles off his line then. He wasn't.
He was an inch. It was an inch, yeah.
And the next shot, the opposition goalkeeper was nearly as far off. Like, it was so shambolic, man.
I'm going to show you now. I'm going to send it to you, and you can describe it if you want it. One extreme to another, because I was at back in 2006. I was at Hearts Hibs at Tynecastle, and Hearts scored a penalty, but the Hibs keeper, nothing was said at the time because he scored it, but he ran out to the penalty spot, basically almost to save it. He ran out, he stepped up, and the keeper's like that, and then when he's run up to the penalty, he basically runs out, and he's basically out his 6-yard box when the penalty's taken. So
what?
All right, let's have a look. While we're discussing penalties, shall we discuss? Is it fair that Manchester United get given 20 million penalties a season and are winning games by just having retake?
I mean, it is mad. I honestly didn't see this one because I didn't see it yesterday. I watched every game bar that one, I think. But yeah, was it a penalty? Or was it Saturday? Actually, it might have been Saturday. Was it? Whatever.
It probably was a penalty. To be fair, in this day and age. All
right. And then it was retaken because
apparently he was off his line, but
same thing.
He didn't get a yellow card for it. So.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, West Brom will feel hard done by for sure. Yeah.
There was I forget who said it, but they said, was it Match of the Day or something, where he said, if a player can run up and pause and then take the spot kick,
yeah,
surely a goalkeeper can move off his line when he, it's no different to a goalkeeper moving.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I get why they put the law in, because like Ras was saying about this one, we'll see eventually. There was a time when keepers would be so far out that they would like jump diagonally out, basically, and you're like, what the fuck? So it's understandable.
Well, if you watch this now, if you forward to 20 seconds in.
You shared this with us because Hearts beat Hibs 4-0.
Well, that's regular anyway, so...
That's the reason you sent it us, isn't it?
Which time?
All right.
So, you watching it?
The referee looks a bit like Kevin Bridges.
Just a little bit. Oh, wow.
Whoa, he was miles out.
I know. Yeah, he's just
running to save it.
I know. He's fucking unbelievable, eh? That's another level, isn't it? I mean, that's just why, like, obviously the rules come into place about staying on your line. But I mean, they're staying on your line, being an inch off it, and then they're running at the player when he's taking the penalty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's mental.
So, if you were Scott Parker, who are you getting to take the penalties now?
No one. Just give them up. Say, give us a throw-in instead.
I mean, luckily for them, they did score straight away, but they still lost the game. So there is still that sort of like thing, like, oh, fucking hell, it could have been decisive.
I actually feel really sorry for Scott Parker, though. He must be like, he's watching this penalty being like, surely not again. And the guy,
no.
It's a fucking
you know what, the thing is, because I was in the other room when I heard they got a penalty, because I was listening to it at the same time, and then I run in because I was like, surely he can't miss as well. When I found out it was someone else taking it.
I know. Absolute donut.
But they're all spectacular misses as well. They're not
I know.
just saved. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Nah,
unbelievable.
His foot went from... He slid, didn't he? Like,
yeah, but did you see... They were analysing it afterward on... whoever was on it, I think it's Danny Murphy or whatever, and the way he took his run up, they were saying there was only one way he could shoot it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, because he was running from such an angle at the side, as soon as he turns to go the other way, he's going to slip over. So it was like...
Rag, sorry, can I just... The way you're jumping is, Rag, it looks like you've got a massive head. It looks like your body's too small for your head. See if you've done to the sides. No, see is it...
What do you mean? Hey? You sure it's not just I was like sat like with my head?
I don't know what it is. It just looked like your head was massive and you had your little body.
It's a bit like E.T. or something.
Yeah.
Like them little football bubble heads you used to get.
Yeah, it's like them.
Yeah.
So on that, well, not on that, but we're just on a minute. What do you think of the Hearts documentary? Shite.
So I've not seen the last one.
No, it's tonight.
Oh, it's on tonight. Okay, fine.
That's right. That's why we've not seen it, Michael.
Okay. I thought it was pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more.
It's not as in depth as some of the other ones.
It's more just like a story rather than.
Yeah. So it would have been better if there was more like chat with more fans and chat with like in the changing room at half time.
That's what I mean. That's what I was hoping for. And then remember the Spurs one where like Mourinho and Daniel Levy are sitting talking and stuff, and then Mourinho and Danny Rose are talking and like having a meeting and stuff. I thought we were going to see that stuff, but it was very kind of just telling us what happened. Oh, I'm just going for a meeting now. So,
yeah.
The fucking meeting then.
I'll bring up what I messaged you, which I knew tonight. But I felt sorry for Craig Levine. Seemed like a nice chap.
Nah.
What did you have to say about that?
No, you can't feel sorry for someone because I mean, I don't know what like there is rumours about his personal life about like maybe habits he has like as a there's rumours he was a gambling addict, like he's like addiction to.
Oh, is that what that meant? Like you were just like.
Well, I was going to go like that, but then it was.
What's that?
You wouldn't know that. There's rumours he has cash.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, and if that's the case, it's like I'm sure like if you're a gambling addict, you don't know when to stop. So although you're bottom of the league and you've spent loads of money and you've been given every player you wanted, so you've now got a squad of about 45, and then it's like, oh, that's not going to give me more players, and you're still getting beat every game, but you just won't give up. And this is going on for 18 months. You're bottom of the league. You've won 4 games in 12 months.
Yeah.
Like,
see, what I would say about that documentary is they didn't show enough of that. They sort of jumped to the point where that happened, and it would have been good to see Craig Levein dealing with the team and how he was trying to get them.
That's what I thought we were going to see, like him in the changing room and seeing what he was.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been more interesting. It was all like talking head stuff, wasn't it? And all that. But it's mad that it sort of comes up when Stendhal comes in about the fact that Craig Levein was still the guy making the clear out of the squad, basically.
Yeah.
So he was the one that was telling the players where to go, like which players to go. So he was still basically picking the squad.
Well, that's it. I mean, because obviously at the time I told you about this, what happened and stuff. She was saying, because like Anne Budge was saying, like, she's like obviously known Levein a long time and stuff, and like she just felt like eventually like things had to change, but she wasn't just going to pay him up his contract and his coaching staff, keep them and use them for something, which is maybe business minded, good thing, but in football you can't just do stuff like that. It's like, well, it's save us a few quid and stuff, and he can be the head of the medical department. It's like, that's so ridiculous. You've just got to just say, like, grow up here and deal with it properly. Like, because so it's like you've such a manager, but he's still walking about the training centre, being like, all right, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Got enough fucking Bunsen burners for my medical. Say,
one thing that I found really funny was obviously you've talked about Anne Budge a lot. I'd never actually seen what she looked like. So when she was on the screen, I don't know, I found it really, really funny. I was like, this is not who I imagined.
Who did you imagine?
I know.
Demi Moore.
Yeah. Charlize Theron.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Cameron Diaz in Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, no, yeah. She's going to be Hearts chairman. She's got like Cameron Diaz. Yeah. The big cringe. Yeah. Just.
I don't know who I imagine, but she just looked like a really funny,
a grandmother,
like a granny. Yeah, just like a granny.
Well, she probably is.
She is. Yeah, she is.
Well, there you go then. Yeah. I mean, she's
you were thinking about Karen Brady or something.
Yeah. But what I found weird was, when Stendhal comes in, there's a long bit where he's like looking at updating the squad, but then they spend a lot of time with this guy they're getting on loan from Barnsley called Toby something.
Toby Sibbitt.
Yeah. So doing that thing I always do with documentaries, I googled him. I was like, he must have helped him out a bit. He played 2 games.
He played 2 games, got injured, and was out for the rest of the season.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and now he plays for Oostende in Belgium.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but because he played in the victory against Rangers, was it? Against.
Yeah, the beat Rangers. He was brilliant. He played really, really well, and then can't remember what happened. Something happened.
Obviously, I'm sort of wondering where this 3rd episode is going to go, because they've already got to the coronavirus bit.
Yeah. So now it's like what's happening with now got Robbie Nielsen the manager. So I think it's now that just like bringing us.
Yeah. So I mean, it will explain it, but like, does Stendhal just leave because they go down?
No, because what happens is he had a contract till the end of the season. He signed up a year contract.
Oh, is that all he signed though?
Yeah, but it was and if they stayed up, but like him and Hearts agreed, if you stay up, we'll give you a new 3-year deal or something else, whatever. But because of the season stopped in February or March, nothing was said about it. Everyone was like, "What's happening with Stendhal then? Is he staying or whatever?" So Stendhal went back to Germany and said that even though the agreement was that if they did get relegated, Hearts would have to decide if they wanted to keep him, and he'd have to decide if he wanted to stay. And he said, I want to stay. I've decided I want to stay. So if Hearts want me, I'll sign a new contract. But I've not heard from Hearts yet. And then within days, it was just like Hearts announced Robbie Nielsen as the manager. And then about an hour later, Stendhal's not coming back. He said, like, thanks to Daniel for all his effort. So and Stendhal came out and said Stendhal's been on a few Hearts podcasts, fans podcasts, and he was like, the first I heard of it, I saw it in the paper and online. that Hearts got a new manager. He goes, I didn't even know anything about it.
Wow.
Bit harsh, isn't it?
I think it was handled really
Really
badly. But anyway.
So do you think he would have got you out in trouble if it had carried on?
No.
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 I mean, he came in November, so I think he had something
Plenty
like
of time.
No, but he had something like 50 matches in charge, and he only won 2 games. And then the week before coronavirus, about the season stopping, they were the bottom of the league clash playing St Mirren away from home, and we got beat 2-0. I mean, we didn't have a shot on goal. So I mean, it's like, it's what they needed. I mean, it wasn't his fault. The fact is, this was like 3 or 4 years of Levine just getting these plonkers on his coaches and absolute shite players. Well, not shite players, just player after player after player. And it was just a total mess from start to finish.
Don't blame Levine. He's all right.
It is Levine's fault. Everyone is Levine's fault.
He's a wanker. Nice guy.
No, he's a tosser. He's a manipulator.
He was manager of one of your greatest games ever.
Oh. Yeah. Which one?
5-1, no?
Which one?
He wasn't manager at 5-1 game, no.
Oh, right, okay.
Was he not?
No. Paulo Sergio was.
Oh, that's right, it was. Yeah, of course.
Who's your starting 11 of the 5-1, John?
Shall I go through it now?
Go for it.
Jamie McDonald in goal. Danny Granger left back. Marisal Lucas, Andy Webster, Ryan McGowan. And then left to right, Andy Driver, Rudy Scatchell, Ian Black, Darren Barr, Suso Santana, and then up front, Stephen Elliott by himself.
I mean, I can't tell you whether that was correct, but I mean, it was quite impressive.
No, I can't.
Do you know who played right back for Hibs that day?
No.
Currently playing for Tottenham Hotspur.
What? Aurier?
No, Matt Doherty.
Aurier played for him.
Yeah, me neither.
No, it was Matt Doe. Matt Doe.
Matt Doe, was he? All right.
Yeah, so I mean, this Hearts documentary is decent, but it could do with going more in depth.
Massively, yeah, massively.
Yeah.
You guys,
I'm surprised.
After watching the Spurs one, every time Spurs play now, I feel like I get an image of Harry Kane in the dressing room, just being like,
"Yeah, we're gonna fucking win this. Fucking go, fucking top.
We got to win, guys. Come on,
we're fucking win this. We're fucking getting to fucking win it. Fucking fuck."
So does that spoil it for you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know. I mean, that's why they keep Loris as captain, I think.
Yeah.
But on Harry Kane though, he looks different class, man. I know he's always been good, but he
does, doesn't he? Yeah.
Playing in a different sort of position. Like that's, I don't know. His passing is just unbelievable at the minute. It's crazy.
I know.
Like a quarterback, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is. He's fucking amazing. He is amazing.
The play in the space and just picking his back.
So, do you think Mourinho could potentially cause another upset and stake a claim for this league? And on that same note, like obviously Liverpool blazed away Leicester, which I thought would be a lot closer. So you've got to be happy with. So, do you think Tottenham will be like your closest challengers?
You know what? This season's so weird. I actually think, looking at squads, and I know you're going to disagree, Michael, but Chelsea are probably the biggest challengers because your squad is pretty decent. Like you should be challenging with that squad. But to go,
whoa! There's no need for added pressure. There's no need for pressure.
I mean, you've sorted out the goalkeeper. That was the only thing letting you down. You've had clean sheet after clean sheet like recently, haven't you? Do you know what I mean?
Chelsea got a better squad than Tottenham?
Yeah, I do.
No way. Would you rather have Gareth Bale and Harry Kane and Lucas Moura and Son or Werner?
As a team, we're talking like as a squad, as a team.
I know. I think Tottenham.
I would honestly, say, I know I'm a bit biased, but I would say as a whole squad and group of players, we have got the better group of players.
If Harry Kane gets injured,
whether we've got we've definitely not got the match winners that Spurs have got, but but we've got a better group.
Get injured for like a long period of time. Spurs aren't challenging. They haven't got the squad to replace those players. No way.
Yeah, I agree. And also, defensively, I know we're not the best defensively, but with Silva, like you said, Mendy, we're a lot more reliable. Yeah. And if we lose a centre-back, we've got a load, whether depending on how good they are. If they lose centre-backs, they haven't got that many to... So they're just a bit light in a few positions, I think.
Yeah. Not taking anything away from them, because I think they are playing really well. Like you say, Kane is looking quality. Solid.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale hasn't really kind of, I don't know, hit his kind of like peak, has it? You know, he's not coming.
Well, don't worry about that, Wragg. It's Chelsea Tottenham next week, so he's bound to.
He's bound to score a hat trick, mate.
Yeah, of course he is.
Actually, it'll be a really interesting game. Spurs Chelsea will be a really good game to watch. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, I hope it will be as well, because there's been a lot of ones that I think, that are going to be a good game, and they don't turn out to be such.
Is that on Saturday?
It's Sunday, I think, 4:30.
Everton Leeds 5:30 on Saturday. That'll be a good game.
Yeah. Oh, Leeds were so unlucky yesterday against Arsenal.
Yeah, they kept hitting the bar.
They hit the woodwork 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you've got to be happy with, because Liverpool are down to bare bones, right? And they're still pulling out these.
Well, we say that you say that, but I think like going to squads, I think Liverpool probably have the strongest squad in the Premier League. They're so versatile. You think Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Gomez, Salah, they're all out. Henderson, all out, not playing.
On that note, is Oxlade-Chamberlain still injured? Is he around? What's going on with him?
Yeah, the Ox is injured. So it's like, all those players out, I was worried. And the only sort of thing that I thought before the match was we're playing at Anfield, and that record was very, very, prominent in my mind. Like, we're very, very good at Anfield. Like, we've not lost since what?
Yeah, that's true.
So I thought it'd probably be a draw, like before the game started. I thought it'd probably be a draw, maybe a 1-1. But the way they played, Jota looked brilliant. He looks
brilliant. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Well, I ended up
consecutively in 4 home Premier Liverpool games. First
yeah. He started so well. Yeah, it's going to be hard to keep. And Firmino finally scored, didn't he?
Did you see the one that didn't get counted?
Yes, yeah.
Like literally a millimetre. It showed like the Hawkeye thing, and you're like, that's in. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know how they could see that there was a part of the ball not over the line. It was nuts. But yeah, I was really disappointed with Leicester.
Yeah, they didn't turn up really.
They did not turn up for that game.
What do you think of the penalty shout 5 minutes in?
Nah, not for me.
Thing is, for me, no, it's not a penalty.
It's not.
But it's not. They've been given that all season.
Yeah,
they've been given it all season. So how can that? They're saying, well, look it's not a penalty. No, they've made a right decision. It's not a penalty. But it's like, well, if you give a penalty for everyone else all season, you've got to give that.
Yeah. It's definitely not a penalty, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
What's his face? Was it Ashley Barnes? Had a great chance at 1-0.
Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes, that's it. Yeah. And
he's a good replayer, him. But the Leicester, it was a poor game. I was hoping for a really good game. I thought.
Yeah, it was. I didn't end up watching most of that. Well, I turned it off after about 60 minutes because I was like, "Oh, this is done. Leicester ain't turned up." You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Mate, disappointed in you. What are you turning off for, hey?
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed the Leeds 0-0 more. To be honest, I thought it was more entertaining.
That wasn't a bad game. It was just a shame there wasn't.
It was a good 0-0. Yeah.
Yeah, and
that sending off headbutt. It wasn't really a headbutt, was it?
But you're gonna get sent off for that. It was just stupid. But
he's
doing that anyway. He's quite happy to go after someone to try and headbutt them. But it's like, why don't you just do your job and put a few crosses and score a few goals? Like Arsenal been shite.
Look, going forward, they look awful, man. They're just
they're terrible.
Like Williams not really done what I thought he'd do. Pepe didn't play at all. That Reece Nelson, every fucking corner he took was dreadful.
I know.
When he came on, it was like It didn't beat the first man most of the time.
No.
Crazy.
No, I know.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been quite a nice weekend though. It's nice to have the Premier League back. I've got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you do miss it over international breaks and like definitely.
I hate international breaks.
I had to wait for the internationals to be over to pull the trigger on my wild card in the fantasy football as well, just in case there was any injuries. But it's not really helped me because got Lamptey sent off, so he got minus points. Everyone else has not scored, so that's great.
Sorry, just Burnley Palace. Do you see that, Rob?
No, because I'm slightly behind.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll probably see it in a minute.
What minute are you on?
88.
Go on then, Michael. Give us your reaction now. Oh.
Well, I must be well behind because I ain't seeing anything here.
Free kick, Palace.
So Palace are going forward. Van Aanholt's got it. There's nothing out. I know. Hang on. It's coming in. No, it's gone out again. I'm way behind. There's nothing going on. What minute are you on?
I'm on 89:45 now.
What?
Palace got a free kick, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's just happening now.
Bloody hell, you're 55 minutes there, Ross.
Yeah. Townsend's just about to whip it in. He's whipping it in now. No. Yeah, to be honest, he should have buried that.
No, I'm joking.
That's the only problem. That's the only problem when you're running it on a stream. It's fucking behind all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyone got a quiz?
Yeah, who's got a quiz?
Well, I haven't really got a well, okay. So I'm going to revert back to something we've not done for a while. So you're against each other. You got a choice of, I'll let you decide, Wragg. You got a choice of A or B. And then A or B will be a squad. And then you need to keep naming players in the squad going backwards and forwards. You've got 2 lives. But if your opponent gets one of theirs wrong, you have a chance to name one of their squad to gain a life.
All right, go on.
Yeah?
Bring it on.
Yeah.
All right, A or B, Wragg?
B.
So B is the Manchester City first title winning squad. So Man City of 2011-12.
Okay.
Ras, you have Chelsea's first title winning squad of 2004-5.
Okay. All right.
Right. Who you going with first? I love it. Who you going first, Wragg?
Aguero.
Correct.
Check.
Correct.
Joe Hart.
Correct.
Terry.
Correct.
Vincent Kompany.
Correct.
Carvalho.
Correct.
Clichy.
Gail Clichy is correct. Well done. You seemed a bit nervous about that one.
I was nervous, I'm not going to lie.
Paulo Ferreira.
Yeah, correct.
Michael Richards.
Correct.
Wayne Bridge.
Doing well here, lads. Oh, correct.
You stumped me now. You said we're doing well.
I know.
David Silva.
Correct.
Frank Lampard.
Correct.
Balotelli.
Correct.
Makaleli.
Correct.
Dzeko.
Edin Dzeko, I'm going to have to check that one. Is correct. He was there.
Basically, I'm doing it all off the, like, I'm focusing on looking at that. Aguero!
I know.
Reason, right?
I was going to say, Balotelli's got to get in there because of that.
Just thinking of that moment.
Ras.
Robin
who?
Robin Hood.
Yeah, no, correct.
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I was going to say this list. I was like, he's definitely there, but they put him in as a forward for some reason. I suppose. Yeah, I suppose maybe.
De Jong.
Well done. Correct.
That's what I was going to say if you got one wrong. Joe Cole.
Correct.
You stop doing it so bloody quick, John. Like, oh.
I know, yeah. Applying the pressure on now.
Apply some pressure.
Surely I've named all the players now.
I mean, there's tons.
There's a centre back. I can't. Who played with Vincent Kompany at the back? I just can't picture it.
Hopefully his wife.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've only mentioned 2 defenders, so I should hope there is a few more. I know you have mentioned 3 actually.
3. I was trying to do it like going through the squad, like.
Yeah.
I got stuck on that defender. In the middle, De Jong, Silva. Who else played at that time?
He's talking to Wragg.
You'll see it in a second, Ross. Benteke. Just Benteke being Benteke.
You say a second.
You'll see it in 95 minutes 50.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bit to go then. I've got another minute. Come on, Wragg.
I just can't think. Can't think of the squad.
Just throw a name out. You got 2 lives.
Yeah, I got 2 lives, but
he could nick one, yeah.
Cheating, Rag.
Cheating?
He's got a fucking bit of paper there, Ross. Do you see that?
What?
He's got like paper. He's reading it off of something.
Why would he have it written?
Now.
I've got a bit of paper, and before this, I thought, you know what? I reckon Michael might ask me to name the Man City title winning squad. I'm going to write down the names. That's a good idea. Yeah.
You never stop cheating, man.
Come on, Rag, I need a name. Oh yeah, I've just seen actually. Benteke didn't do nothing with it.
Arsehole.
All right, a bit strong.
I genuinely, I'm struggling here. Obviously, I'm gonna say no because I know it's wrong. No, I can't say that.
There's so many big players still.
Yeah, because you might be wrong, Rag. Say something.
I just can't. I've just got a mind block. A mind.
Gonna need an answer, Rag.
Rubinho.
No.
He was before it, wasn't he? He was before.
He was just before, yeah. Have you got an answer to steal?
Plenty.
Steal the point? Go on in.
Julian Lescott.
Correct.
Oh, was it Lescott?
Right. Of course. You got 1 life left, Rag. Rash, you got 3. Go on and she'll go again, Rash.
Glenn Johnson.
Correct. He is quick at this.
Too quick. How would you know this?
So up here. Most of it is.
You'll kick yourself for some of these names, Rag.
Of course I will. Yeah, of course I will. But you know, I ain't got the pressure of John just reeling off names like bang, bang, bang. I can't even think. Tevez.
Yes.
Correct. Right, Ras.
I'm going to say Crespo.
Incorrect.
Is it?
He went out on loan just before.
Ah, well, yeah, but he's still at the club, is he not?
No. Well, he's not playing for Chelsea that year, so no.
Oh, that's a bit cheeky, Ras. That's a bit cheeky.
Well, he's not in. No, because he didn't play.
No, don't you worry.
And he's not even got a squad number. Anyway, you're back to 2 lives. Wragg, could you steal one?
I think I can. No, I honestly can't even remember who John said going through. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was concentrating so much on.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, yeah, go on.
Has he named? I don't know. Carvalho? Has he said that?
He has said Carvalho.
Fucking Damien Duff. Has he said that?
No, that was the next one you took.
Damien Duff.
Yeah, you take it.
I like
back
Damien
to 2
Duff.
lives. But it is your go again.
Yeah, and I've thought of one. Nasri.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm out, John.
Yes.
I don't know anymore.
Drogba.
Correct. I was going to say, you've not said Drogba. Like,
I'll still work my way through the team.
Back to you, Wragg.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of any more. Like, I genuinely can't.
Are you throwing in the towel?
No. Let's see if we can get one. John, have you got any more? Have you got?
Yep.
Like of mine.
Yes.
How many? How many you got?
13, 14, something like that.
Genuinely, give us a clue for one. Give us a clue. Give us a position.
Very close. Well, you should know him very well.
I should know him very well. Play for Liverpool. James Milner. James Milner.
Correct. All right. That's all you're getting.
Thanks, guys.
Ras. I thought you had loads.
Oh, his ones. I'm going to say Veron.
Incorrect. He also left. He also left just before this.
On loan, I bet, was it?
No, he actually left. Right. Have you got any Chelsea players? Wragg?
Go through it. He said Robin. Yeah, he said Robin.
Yeah, that's it.
Joe Cole. Has he said Joe Cole?
Yeah.
Did you? No. Is there any Chelsea players left?
Yeah, loads.
I've only named 9.
Although I'm struggling to remember the ones he said as well. I should have done this on paper.
Oh, what was he called? I can't remember his name.
This is only to nick a point, so it's going to go back to you in a minute, and we're going to have this same thinking thing going on.
Oh, no, but it's really annoying me. Like, and if I say it, he'll get it straight away. The reserve goalkeeper. What was he called that he played in?
That's the one in my head. That's the one I've currently got in my head. So
what is the guy called that he played in loads, didn't he, as well? I can't think. I can't think.
Say a name.
No, what's he called? Mandemilium.
What?
Wrong.
You know,
he said Mandemilium, which is wrong.
No, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Mandemilium. That's not right.
Yeah, well, that's wrong. But now you'll go for Man City.
Casarini. I can't think. And now it's my go. All right, I'm going to say. It's annoying me now because I get stuck like thinking of that goalkeeper and he was good, Chelsea. But I'm going to say. Right, hopefully I'm pulling this out of the bag. I've just had a little spark there.
Go on then.
Owen Hargreaves.
Correct.
Yeah, he won the league, didn't he? I don't think he
did. Well done.
Yeah.
Right. You're on your last life, Ras, so...
Carlo Cudicini.
Correct. Yeah.
He was a good goalkeeper. He was a good goalkeeper.
He was very good.
I couldn't get his name. Oh, that was so annoying.
Right. Back to you, Wragg.
I've had all my kind of like things coming to me now. Like, who else played in that team?
Yeah, I think the spark might be over. Have you got more for this, Ras?
You know any
For
more?
him or me?
Here's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's over to you. I'm out. I'm properly done.
All right.
I'm done.
Okay, well, when you were trying to guess the Chelsea goalkeeper, you were actually very close to saying the reserve goalkeeper from Man City.
Pantilimon.
Yeah, Mandilimon, and then Zay Costel Pantilimon. Go on then, Ras, reel off these City ones.
Zabaleta.
Yeah.
Zabaleta was there for years, wasn't he, man? Of course he was.
Craig Bellamy.
No.
No.
So you got Adebayor there.
I was going to say Adebayor.
Oh, Adebayor.
Both Torres.
Oh,
You said?
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Adam Johnson.
Oh.
Gareth. Well, yeah. Gareth Barry.
Oh.
So they're the bigger name. Kolarov, I don't think you said either, did you?
No, I didn't know.
Stefan Savic. He was there as well. And then you've run out of Chelsea ones, have you?
No.
Who else you got?
Well,
I didn't give up for Chelsea.
Throw a few before I say them.
Right, okay. I'm going to say...
Taking too long.
Daniel Sturridge.
No.
I can't think. Give us a clue.
Did you say Lampard? You did.
Yeah.
Must have, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got Cameroon right back. Generally does get forgotten about that he played at Chelsea and was in this title winning team.
Give us his initials.
G.
Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yuri Yarosik, manager who's crap at training with penalties.
Oh, Scott Parker, yeah.
Scott Parker was in it, yeah. Alexi Smertin. Thiago. And you got Icelandic forward.
Oh, Good Johnson, yeah.
Yeah. Good Johnson, Kesman, Forsell. And then the defenders you're missing, Hoof. And did you say Paulo Ferreira?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about it. The rest of them are younger ones, so you can get them.
If they had to play each other, who do you think would win?
Man City would win it.
At their peak.
No, at their peak, this Chelsea team would win it without a doubt. We only let 11 goals in.
Without a doubt.
11 goals too many.
Yeah, I know it was. Yeah.
Do you think City were lucky to win the league the way they did?
Yeah.
When?
There were 2-1 down at Open Compton QPR with 3 minutes to go.
That one, yeah.
We'll never see that again, will we? Like that.
No.
That is just unbelievable.
Like Man United was celebrating, basically.
Pretty much.
That was like absolute kick in the teeth, definitely, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
we've got 4 minutes left on this Zoom, so we've 4 minutes, right?
All right, let's wrap it up.
I want you to say yes or no to a few quick-fire questions. Before the end of the season, Pochettino in at Man United, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No. That's what was good. Just quickly on that. That's what I meant to say. I was going to say something I forgot about. I was looking up, thinking if Solskjaer does go, and it's inevitable at some point he'll go, who'll take over? I'm thinking, who's a Man United manager for a bit of stability rather than just keep getting the name at the time, Pochettino, and then it'll be Allegri, then it'll be someone else. And I was thinking, do you know what? If it carries on doing my list, like I said at the start of the season, Brendan Rodgers. And I was thinking, though, it's Liverpool. Was a Liverpool fan growing up? And obviously he was a Celtic fan, but I looked up like who his English team was, because normally people for Ireland have like a Scottish, like Celtic or Rangers or Man United and Liverpool. It's like two of them, isn't it? And he grew up supporting, being a Belfast boy, Celtic and Sheffield Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, he's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. How bizarre is that?
That is bizarre. So back to my quick-fire questions.
Go on.
Will Fulham score a penalty this season?
Yes. We'll score next.
No. No.
You just think they're never going to score a penalty this
They won't. No, not this season. They won't. They won't. No. Yeah. They're going to miss them in more and more comical ways. It's going to get more comical as it goes along.
Yeah.
Banana skin next week, maybe.
Yeah.
Will Scotland beat England in the European Championship?
Yes.
No.
Nah, it's not going to happen, John. You're dreaming.
I'm dreaming, mate.
Before we go, why did you send us a picture of banana and ham with cheese?
Oh, yeah, what was that about?
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
I've been saying I was having it for my dinner.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have put it past it.
What? Bananas wrapped in ham with cheese sauce over the top? I mean,
you've eaten worse.
Eh?
You've eaten worse.
I've not. Putting super noodles on top of a pizza is not worse than bananas, ham, and cheese sauce.
But did you, what sort of weird, things do you follow to get that sort of stuff on your social media? Because I don't get.
It's actually this guy. It's basically this guy I don't even know who follows me. I follow him. I think he's a guy, a Hearts fan, so he obviously follows me. And he retweets everything. Just all this random stuff he retweets. Like if I see something, I'm like, who the fuck's put that? It's like this guy. I won't say his name, but his retweet. But it's like I know what you're thinking. Just unfollow him, then. But I don't want it because I'll miss all the random stuff he retweets.
On that note, it's been a pleasure, boys, and I'll see you.
Right, nice one.
See you next time.
Yeah, catch you later. I don't know why we're doing peace signs.
No, peace.
Yeah.
Okay, toodaloo.